The news you need starts right now, only on Fox Montana.
The Capitol is going purple. Don't worry, it's only temporary and it's for a good cause. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Emily Scarlett. Our own Joe Moeller tells us the cause for these changes in color at the Capitol from Helena.
If you're noticing the Capitol building looking a little bit different than normal tonight, that's because it has gone purple, and it's all for a good cause.
People are going to recognize that prematurity is a problem that our society is facing. And so this week and into next, the Capitol will be lit up in purple.
This week is March of Dimes Prematurity Awareness Week. Worldwide, 15 million babies are born premature, and more than 1 million die as a result. And this is seen right here in Montana.
In our state, we have over 1,200 babies that are born each year in Montana that are too small, that are premature. And then in our nation, it's over 500,000 babies. 500,000 babies are born too early.
March of Dimes is on a mission to shed the light on this problem and to make sure people are aware.
My daughter was born at 24 weeks, which is 4 months early. She's actually a surviving twin. She was born at 1 pound, about 1.5 pounds. Had some heart surgery and eye surgery in the middle of that 4 months, and March of Dimes support not only medically and through their research for some of the treatments that she got, but as well as the support that they have for families.
The nonprofit organization March of Dimes has been raising public awareness on the seriousness of preterm birth while emphasizing that it is the leading cause of newborn death. And as people see the Capitol building, they won't help but wonder why it is purple and what exactly it means.
And purple is the March of Dimes color, and it's really a huge awareness. So when people are driving by, and we hope, all across Montana when they get pictures of this, that it's like, what is this all about? And it's to draw awareness.
Well, the Capitol building will be lit up purple until this Sunday on the 17th. And if you wanted to find out more information regarding March of Dimes, you can visit their website at marchofdimes.com. In Helena, Joe Moeller, ABC Fox Montana.
The Capitol's actually looking good in purple. All right, now moving into weather. Chief Meteorologist Ted King is here with the first look at our forecast. What's up, Ted? How are we finishing out the week?
Well, not too bad out there, actually. Not a bad day coming up for tomorrow. However, the weekend is a different story, and I'll have that coming up a little later on. But let's take a look at what's going on right now. And skies generally clearing out right now, so we'll call it generally clear overnight tonight. There may be some clouds passing by from time to time. Wind's a little busy from time to time out there. 12 miles per hour sustained in Great Falls in the last hour. A little chilly, but not too tough to take at this hour. At this time of year, temps in the mid to upper 30s now. Getting down to the 20s for overnight lows tonight. Made it up to 46 today in Great Falls, 50 in Helena. We'll be up near there again tomorrow. But again, the weekend, a different story, Emily, and I'll have that story in a little while.
Thank you, Ted. Montana's median home values showing improvement. According to the U.S. Census Bureau reports from the American Community Survey released today, they've increased overall by 5%. During the recession period from 2007 to 2009, the median home cost in Montana was just below $175,000. During the post-recession period from 2010 to 2012, the median cost increased 5% to a little over $183,000. Lake County had the largest percentage increase, up 13.7%, with Lewis and Clark and Cascade County both up a little over 7%. President Obama says he'll restore the health insurance plans which have been canceled for millions of people with the rollout of the Affordable Care Act for 1 year. Insurance policies valid this year will remain valid next year, even if they don't offer all the benefits required under the Affordable Care Act. The president says people holding these extended policies will find better insurance by going to the new state and federal exchanges or marketplaces.
Insurers can extend current plans that would otherwise be canceled into 2014, and Americans whose plans have been canceled can choose to re-enroll in the same kind of plan. We're also requiring insurers to extend current plans to inform their customers about two things. One, that what protections these renewed plans don't include. Number two, that the marketplace offers new options with better coverage and tax credits that might help you bring down the costs. So, if you received one of these letters, I'd encourage you to take a look at the marketplace. Even if the website isn't working as smoothly as it should be for everybody yet, the plan comparison tool that lets you browse costs for new plans near you is working just fine. Now, this fix won't solve every problem for every person, but it's going to help a lot of people. Doing more will require work with Congress.
Republican leaders in Congress say Obamacare should be repealed. The House is expected to vote tomorrow on Republican and Democratic bills which would keep canceled insurance policies going at least through the next year. Of course, each party is criticizing the other's plan. And speaking of health, it's that time of the year to schedule those flu shots, but you might want to compare some prices before making that appointment. State officials say health departments, pharmacies, and other businesses purchase the vaccine themselves and therefore have the ability to price the shots. So we did some price comparisons to find out where you can find the best deal on your flu shot. Here's what we found. Walgreens charges $32, Safeway charges $30, but it's Costco that offers the cheapest flu shot at $15 a pop. The National Weather Service making some changes to your mobile emergency alert system that could have a big impact here in Big Sky Country. Fox Montana's Micah Rumsey has more on these changes involving your mobile warnings.
Over the past year, you may have received some helpful text messages from the National Weather Service conveying some weather warnings. Big changes are coming to that program, though, and the biggest impacts may be felt here in Big Sky Country.
It's been in the process for many years, but it actually was rolled out last June. Middle of last June, and this was a collaborative effort between the National Weather Service, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Federal Communications Commission, and also the wireless carriers to try and really push the information directly to individuals' phones who are capable of receiving these.
So if the messages are coming to your phone, what kind of warnings can a typical Montanan expect to receive?
These are really meant to be things that, for events that could pose almost an immediate, threat to life and property. And so tornado warnings or a flash flood warning are the primary two mechanisms that we would issue a wireless emergency alert for here in Montana.
This week, the National Weather Service has decided to drop blizzard warnings and ice storm warnings from the phone service, both of which we can see here in the Treasure State. But the change comes at the request of the public.
This was based on feedback that we received from the public over the last year. Again, this was a fairly new product that we were putting out there. So there was a lot of public feedback saying that, that individuals didn't want this information. And so for now, until we find a better way, the decision was made at National Weather Service headquarters to stop utilizing the wireless emergency alert to let folks know about a blizzard warning or an ice storm warning.
The good news? You can still get these warnings along with many others in a variety of places.
Well, there's still a lot of different avenues that individuals can utilize to get the information. They can go to the National Weather Service webpage. Our local media partners such as radio and television are great about getting the message out to help us.
So keep your dial tuned to this station and we'll keep you up to date on all your weather needs. For ABC Fox Montana News, I'm meteorologist Micah Rumsey.
Comedian Bill Cosby in the Electric City tonight for a performance at the Mansfield Theater. But before the show, he was presented with a little something special, and Fox Montana's Taylor Thompson was able to get a backstage pass.
I was backstage here at the Mansfield Theater as the Blackfeet Tribe presented comedian Bill Cosby with a few special gifts. Bill Cosby was presented with a blanket named The Storyteller and some braided sweetgrass. The blanket was a thank you to Cosby for coming to Great Falls, and the sweetgrass was used as a symbol of blessing.
And Bill Cosby chose to be with us here in Great Falls and Montana. And I think it's something that we need to thank him for.
Blackfeet Tribe Chief Earl Old Person gifted the items to Cosby along with something else, an Indian name.
It's called Ayimyatstuki. That means brings laughter. And that's what he is. He brings laughter to people. And as I've said, we need this. We need a lot of laughter. Especially today, we're having a lot of confrontations, problems. We need to uplift one another, encourage one another through happiness. He certainly does that.
From Great Falls, Taylor Thompson, ABC Fox Montana News.
Ted, how cool is it to have Bill Cosby come to Great Falls? I think just about everybody can get a laugh or two out of the Cosby Show.
No doubt about that, and I remember that very well. Actually, I remember he was on a detective show playing a detective called I Spy, but that was way long ago. I'm fessing up to my age there, Emily.
Well, I think he made it here right in time, right before the really cold temperatures got here, right?
You are right about that. Yeah, we're going to get some cold weather here this weekend, folks, and there's a chance for some snow. I'll tell you all about that coming up right after the break, so don't go away.
Your Weather Authority forecast right now, only on Fox Montana.
Good, the goings on here in the studio sometimes. Good evening, everyone. So glad you're with us on this Thursday. Hey, not a bad day out there. Not a bad day tomorrow. A little on the windy side, perhaps here and there. However, as we get to Saturday, winter will be here, and I'll tell you, feeling like winter anyway. I'll tell you all about that in just a few. Temps in the 30s right now, 36 Great Falls, 37 Helena, already down to 25 in Butte. Few clouds skedaddling on out of here, mainly clear skies. A few clouds from time to time, but nothing to spoil the fun. And I see that jet stream today moving on a little trough out here in just to our west, and it'll be like that as well tomorrow. However, by Saturday, a bundle of energy from the Gulf of Alaska gets involved here. We get a big old trough. Remember, this is the flip side of what we had earlier this week when we had temperatures in the 60s, right? We had that ridge. Now we have the trough, and that means colder air. Also at ground level, a front will be dropping down out of Canada, and with that getting involved with the moisture and causing some snow. And the question here, once again, is the available moisture, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Sun and clouds, though, for tomorrow. On the breezy side, more clouds later in the day. Slight chance for a shower as we get later in the day. But colder on Saturday as its front, down at ground level, moves southward. And right now, the computer models are saying they're backing off a bit on the moisture in the atmosphere. However, anywhere from about 1 to 5 or 6 inches are possible on Saturday. Of course, there will be more in the high country where there are watches right now. Winter storm watches across much of the high country. So as is usually the case, there's going to be more up there in the high country with 1 to about 5 inches perhaps right here in Great Falls and in Helena, and we'll fine-tune that more and more as more data comes in tomorrow. Cold tonight, down to the 20s. Not a bad day tomorrow, a little on the windy side. Temps in the 40s in the Rocky Mountain front. Breezy and chilly tonight, down to the 20s. In the 40s tomorrow. Shower possible late in the day in the high line tonight. Patchy freezing fog possible late with lows in the 20s, and for tomorrow in the 40s. And the next 7 days, here's what we have for you. There you see on Saturday, a pretty good chance for, excuse me, some light snow, periods of snow, on into Saturday night with colder temperatures. Sunday cold only in the 20s, but look, it gets noticeably milder, back to the 40s as we head towards the mid and latter part of next week. Emily.
Coming up. We've got a sneak peek of this year's biggest fashion show and tonight's entertainment update up next. All right, folks, only 2 more chances for you to win Season 6 of The Big Bang Theory on DVD. Each night this week, we've been telling you the word of the day for you to head over to KFBB.com and enter that word. We've been selecting a daily winner. So what we do is we choose a winner of the day, notify you by email, so you shouldn't miss your chance to win Season 6 of The Big Bang Theory on DVD. So today's word of the day is actually 2 words. This time it's Sheldon Spot. So make sure you head over to KFBB.com, enter Sheldon Spot as the word of the day for your chance to win Season 6 of The Big Bang Theory on DVD. Remember, there's a chance to win every night this week. 2 more chances, folks. So tomorrow's the big day for gamers. A verdict has been reached in the Alec Baldwin stalking case. Fifth Harmony performs on Fifth Avenue, and country sweetheart Taylor Swift sharing the catwalk with some gorgeous angels in tonight's entertainment update. Pink carpet with the angels of this year's biggest fashion show. Taylor Swift, along with other big names like Fall Out Boy and Neon Jungle, performing on stage while the world's biggest models work their magic for the annual Victoria's Secret fashion show. The show will be televised on December 10th. This Friday will feel like Black Friday for gamers. Sony's PlayStation 4 goes on sale at midnight Friday. It's priced at $400. It's the first new console from Sony since 2006. PlayStation 4 lets you take screenshots and videos of your gaming and share it with friends on Facebook or their consoles. Also, players can live stream their gaming via Twitch or Ustream, so friends and anonymous gamers can watch as they play. Well, the cat and mouse game between Alec Baldwin and Genevieve Sabourne is over. The Canadian actress has been found guilty of stalking the actor. She's been sentenced to 195 days in jail. The actress was convicted of sending massive amounts of emails, leaving as many as 30 voicemail messages a night on Baldwin's phone, and showing up unwanted at various places the actor was at, including his home in Long Island. The 55-year-old will also serve an extra 30 days in jail due to a contempt of court sentence. And popular department store Lord & Taylor unveils their holiday window at its 5th Avenue store in Manhattan, New York. The festivities getting underway with the live performance by Fifth Harmony, the group performing songs from their new album, Better Together. Fifth Harmony assembled during the second season of Fox's hit show, The X Factor. And that's your entertainment update. You know, I'm really torn about that Alec Baldwin case. That lady is going to spend almost a year in prison, but maybe that will make people think twice before they start stalking celebrities these days.
I guess that's the moral of the story right there.
I guess so. All right, we've got Dan Courts tonight for sports. Dan, volleyball was the big news of the day.
If you said anything about volleyball, you're definitely correct. Yes, if during the crosstalk, you're definitely correct. The state volleyball tournament getting underway in Bozeman today. We will have full coverage of your teams as your sports fix is coming up on the other side of the break.
At Great Falls High Wrestling, I was a football player, and I started out a pretty scrappy kid on the football field. And Coach Comack from Great Falls High, he asked me to wrestle. He thought I was pretty tough.
Tim Welch making his return to the Electric City. Also, state volleyball gets started up today, and we have full highlights. Stay here as Fox Montana Sports begins now.
Total sports coverage. Fox Montana Sports starts right now.
Good evening, Montana. I'm Dan Courts, and here is your evening sports fix. State volleyball tournaments getting underway early this morning at Brick Breeden Fieldhouse in Bozeman. Some teams went into the tournament with very high expectations, but one fall could end hopes of a state title. We start with AA Great Falls High taking on the West top seed Glacier. The Bison showing fight in them in set 2. Casey Linsky gets the set to Courtney Hammer, who appropriately enough brings down the Hammer. Bison lead 10-6. Later on, Hannah Liss will set to Katie Wiley. She will finish. Glacier up 12-10. Now Bison on set point, and it's going to be Linsky stand busy with another set, and Nora Click the kill. Great Falls taking the set 25-23, but the Bison fall 3-1. Helena facing a tough Skyview team. We start set 1, Madison Rickmeyer with the serve, and that's going to be an ace. Bengals down only a point. But the Falcons, they would take over from there. They're good for a reason. Rickmeyer the set. Regan Frew, she hosts the block party at the net, but is on the wrong end of it. Skyview taking set 1, 25-10. Set 2 now, set point for the Falcons. Bengals on the attack, but the ball is going to touch the out-of-bounds pole. Skyview sweeping Helena 3-0. Bengals Bison play tomorrow in a loser-out action game at 10. We head to Class A now. Fergus facing Dillon, set 1. Maddie comes with sets up Jaree Main, who finishes. Fergus, they lead 23-13, and now the Golden Eagles on set point. Allie Morstein set. Sierra Lamy effort goes straight into the net. Fergus taking set 1, 25-13. Set 2, Main on the serve. Lamy, she cannot handle. Point, Fergus. Golden Eagles defeating Dillon 3-1. More on them in a bit. The West top seed, Florence Carlton, taking on the Panthers from Jefferson Boulder. Set 1, Ryan Hasner set. Stephanie Massey hit it, blocked by a pair of Falcons. South's 4th seed, Jefferson, still leading 8-7. Later on, Christine Draws set. Brittany Hefner with the kill, making it look beautiful. Eagles now lead 10-8. Josie McCann now will be on the serve for the Falcons, and that's not getting returned. That would be an ace. Florence Carlton sweeping the Panthers 3-0. South's top seed, Huntley Project versus the North 2 in Shoto. Set 2, Bulldogs on the attack, but Saley Salmon is blocked at the net. Huntley leads 18-13. Shoto would respond. Alicia Fladstall the set. Hannah Bowers the kill. Bulldogs trail 21-15. Huntley, though, would eventually put the nail in the coffin on this one. Faith Taylor's dig leads to Kira Stuckey flipping it over the net. Devils sweep Shoto 3-0. Bulldogs Jefferson loser out action 10 tomorrow. Fairfield taking on Red Lodge, and it would be the Rams dominating set one. Natalie Hilderman finds Riley Kane, who sends it home. Rams up 16-9. But the Eagles, a lot of fight in them. They fight back. Courtney Coverdell with the set. Jill Barta, the Gonzaga commit for basketball, finish. Fairfield down 16-10. Red Lodge set point Jill Barta's effort. That's unfortunately going to go out of bounds. Red Lodge upsets the Eagles. They will play tomorrow at noon. The North's 2 seed Chinook taking on the East top seed Webo, and the beaters come out strong. Set one, Maria Swank. Set, Michaela Farmer kill. Chinook leads 3-0. Later on, Swank with another set, and Farmer with another kill in almost the exact same spot. Chinook now leads 6-0, and the pair would remain dominant. Swank, set, Farmer, kill. It would be their show, but Webo storms back to win 3-0. Winnick Grass Range in Garfield County, winner taking on Belt Manhattan winner. Set one, Siobhan Phipps. Set, Ariel Billing with the kill. Mustangs leading 1-0. But the Rangers fight back. Heather Matovich with the set, and it's going to be Angie Murnion's effort. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. We're tied at 9. More set, first set, Carrie Murnion set. Charlie Saylor, the flavor. Rangers cannot return. Garfield County sweeps Winnick Grass Range 3-0. Manhattan Christian taking on Class C favorite and undefeated Belt. Huskies on the attack early. Josie Stinson the set. Kara Gerke with the kill. Belt up 7-2. But the Eagles, they would make it interesting. Shaylin Fettis on the serve. Belt cannot return ace. Manhattan Christian just down 2. Belt will be just too much though. Stinson with the set and Karen Bergstrom with the kill. Huskies sweeping Manhattan Christian 3-0. And we go back to Class A, and the Golden Eagles of Fergus taking on Columbia Falls in the evening session. And the Golden Eagles impressive as they swept the Wildcats in 3 sets this evening. They would see the winner of the Corvallis Billings Central game this evening match at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And then back to Class C, and those Belt Huskies taking on Garfield County for a trip to the winner's bracket semi this evening. Belt sweeping their foe from Jordan. They will take on Gardner next. 2 teams, a combined 60 wins on the season. The Montana men's basketball team getting off to a rough start Tuesday evening in Minneapolis after an 84-58 loss to the University of Minnesota. This evening, the Grizz in the final game before their home opener as they took on the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State from the Summit Conference. And the Grizz getting in the win column for the first time in this young season, defeating South Dakota State 77-69. Kareem Jamar led the way with 23 this evening. The Grizz win also snapped a 30-game home winning streak for the Jackrabbits, which was the longest active home streak. The Grizz will hold their home opener a week from tomorrow when they welcome the Dons of San Francisco. 221 Industries bring up. Sorry, that's all for sports. We are back after this. Hey, before we go, 221 Industries bringing some season's beatings before the holiday season tomorrow night at the Expo Park. Amongst those in for the 9-event card is Great Falls resident Tim Welch. Welch taking a brief hiatus from Bellator MMA to return to his hometown and partake in the main event. Welch talking this afternoon about his excitement to return home.
I expect it to be packed with Frank Ramsey on the card and Leo Bercier, and I expect and hope it to be packed and just a big excited crowd to watch me fight, and hopefully I can finish this kid in an exciting fashion. You can go nowhere in the state and it'll be like tomorrow night. It's just there's so much support here, more support than anywhere I've seen, and it's just so awesome. So I want to continue fighting here in years to come. Even though I am signed with Bellator and it's a pretty big show and a big stage, I always like to come back here, fight for my teachers and friends and family, and I love it here.
All right, thanks for that wrap up on Sports, Dan. Hey, there are still 2 more chances for you to win The Big Bang Theory on DVD. It's season 6, so you want to head to KFBB.com for the details. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday.